Ladies and gentlemen, this is the rapper formerly known as Dreadlock Slim. This is the rapper known as Frohawk Monster when he gets a haircut. My wife would appreciate that. Anyway, my name is Jason Andre Roberts, aka Conquest, and you're watching the very first episode of Studio Interruptions. Yes, y'all, welcome to it. Again, my name is Jason Andre Roberts, and this is Conquest presenting Studio Interruptions. Finally doing it, ladies and gentlemen. I've always wanted to do a behind-the-scenes documentary in the making of my album, and it's finally getting done. I wanted to do it for Radical Departure, wanted to do it for Radical Thinking 2819. Obviously, that didn't happen, but for this album, with the hashtag ARITMP, title to be revealed later, it's finally happened. So, let's talk about the very first single from this album. It's about time we put it out there. It's called MLK, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. So, MLK, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. Yeah, this had to be the first single. It's actually the first song I recorded for the album over here at Lounge Studios out in NYC near Times Square, right here, right now. My song's getting mixed in the background and we going to work. But MLK was really important for me because I felt like it really set the tone for this album. It really encompassed a lot of the ideologies that's going to be shared throughout the album, and I felt like it was a great starting point. Plus, me referencing my three favorite basketball players of all time, Michael Jordan, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant, would be a great way to show how using their work ethic could be applicable to God's purpose in your life. And that's really the honest truth about what this song is about. It's not just a song about basketball and basketball references and metaphors. It's applicable in every aspect of your life, especially as a believer, because they had so much of a work ethic. We all know about MJ. We all know about the Mamba mentality when it came to Kobe, and we all know what LeBron does. So I just decided to cook up this gumbo and come with a song concept that just speaks to their lives and how it speaks to our lives. And when the video comes, you'll see that. So let's talk about the making of the record. So January 25th and the 26th is when the song was recorded and mixed, literally hours within each other. I got started at around 7 p.m. on January 25th and got done at around 3 a.m. on January 26th. I literally recorded and mixed the song the same time. It's crazy that we actually did that. And that could have been risky because I'm walking in with crazy anxiety. You gotta think, this is my first time recording music for an album in 7 years. My voice could have changed. I probably can't rap anymore. All kinds of things are going through your head. I'm walking into an environment that I'm not familiar with, even though I researched the spot, but I'm actually in the space. I've never been to this space. I'm working with an engineer I've never worked with before. So all these intangibles are happening. And somehow God, being God, worked the whole situation out. When I was able to record, I started to feel like myself, getting my timing. I did the first verse, didn't love it, but by the time I got to the second verse, that was dope. And then I went back and did the first verse, and everything was just starting to click on all cylinders. Baron was there filming the whole thing. As you can see right now, it's like everything was just starting to come together, and I just started to feel my legs. It's like getting back on a bike and riding again and feeling that feeling where it's like, oh yeah, I know how to do this, and I know how to do this pretty well. So it was exciting. And then knowing that the song was ready enough to get mixed the same night. It didn't have to work out that way. I could have crashed. And then it's yeah, I already booked the mixing session, but the song's nowhere there. I can't rap, obviously. It could have gone way left. But again, I think I did enough preparation beforehand so that the song was done within that window I had, so that by 12 o'clock it was ready to get mixed. And it is what you're hearing right now. Let's talk about the title of the song. Now, y'all don't know the title of the album. Right now it's under the hashtag of ARITMP. Title to be revealed later. but it has a specific theme. And every song on this album goes to that theme. So I'm trying to figure out what the name of the song is gonna be. I have the subtitle. It's obviously MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. That's the subtitle, but I don't have a main title. I have no idea what the song is gonna be. So I'm trying to figure it out. And I'm bouncing around 2 particular titles to work with. I'm thinking about Muse, and I'm thinking about Hoop Dreams. Muse doesn't feel catchy enough. It works by definition, but it just doesn't sound catchy enough to say. And then you got Hoop Dreams, which is catchy enough to say, but 1,000,001 rappers have already used Hoop Dreams as a title of their song, so that was out the window as well. But then it really works out really well when you have other collaborative friends to bounce ideas off of. So check this out, right? Now on this album, I got a couple of guest appearances, 2 of them being Architect and Descendant. Now if you follow the hip hop scene, whether you're secular or Christian in the indie circuit, you know those names. You know Architect, you know Descendant. There's no way that you're doing independent hip hop music in New York and you've not run against or run across these guys at least once or twice. Like super dope individuals, super talented, and they happen to be great friends of mine and they happen to be on the album. So we're finishing recording a song. We went to dinner. We're talking about our song. We're talking about ideas and concepts for our future projects. And my song comes up. They just heard it at the studio. And I'm breaking down my dilemma. Guys, I don't know what to name this song. I don't want to call it Muse. It's not catchy. I don't want to call it Hoop Dreams because everybody's using Hoop Dreams. But I do know that MJ, LeBron, and Kobe is the subtitle. I don't know what to do. And I'm, having a fit, right? And then Descendant just looks at me. He looks at me just like you're looking at me right now. Like, check this out. He just looks at me. And he just says, MLK. And I'm looking at him like he's nuts. Like, MLK? What? Yeah, why don't you just call the song MLK? What, Martin Luther King? Why? The song is called MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. Whoa. MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. Yo, when I realized what he just did, I just almost wanted to just knock myself over the head for not even thinking of this earlier. MJ, M, LeBron, L, Kobe, K. It just wrote itself. Like MLK, Michael, LeBron, and Kobe, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe is like, oh my gosh, that's it. That's the title, MLK. That works. And the funny thing about the song, if you hear the song, I'm definitely referencing some social political stuff in there. The whole thing about the mask, the police brutality, the stuff that happened to Jacob Blake. Like, it's all in there. And of course, we know what Martin Luther King represents as far as social justice issues is concerned. So it just worked out as a brilliant title, brilliant metaphor. Thank you, Descendant. I owe you some points. Damn. That's what it is. So yeah, man. So MLK ended up being the title, and it's what you're about to hear once you hit your Spotify, your iTunes, your title, all that. So ladies and gentlemen, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. So that's pretty much the making of MLK, MJ, LeBron, and Kobe, from the day I did it to how I came up with it to the anxiety in making it. And it's the first single. And hopefully you get an idea or got an idea about my creative process, how I do things, how I put stuff together. And you're gonna see a lot more of that, man, because this has been the first episode of this thing called Studio Interruptions with Conquest, breaking down the making of RITMP or ARITMP, because I just messed up the hashtag, but let's run it again. ARITMP, that's gonna be out pretty soon, title to be revealed really soon. And this has been Conquest. Hope you enjoyed it. Look out for more.
17 seconds from game 7 or from championship number 6. Jordan, open, Chicago with the lead.
I'm catching King James' scrutiny with that Skip Bayless fluency. For cadence spit fluidly, this is K next to Schoolie D. Composing with no truancy from disdain and mutiny at police and making black folk a bit famous brutally. As rappers they expected me with the chains of jewelry. Instead they got a servant with a kick game that's lunacy.